Okay, this is Brenda Williams' kitchen in lovely Mahomet, Illinois, and I am going to start a cooking show for my daughter who got married 1 year ago next week and moved to Fresno, California. We're always talking on the telephone about the yummy things we've made, and she's trying out new recipes as a newlywed, and I'm doing something different. I'm on the Weight Watchers program, and I to date have lost 26 pounds on Weight Watchers, 6 pounds prior to that, so a total of 32 pounds, and I am trying to lose another 15. And what keeps me going is making yummy recipes that keep me in my points plan and keep me honest, but keep things interesting, and so I stay motivated. So what I'm going to do today, Emily, and hopefully it will taste good and you'll like it and maybe you can do it too, is I'm going to make something in a book that I got in the Success Kit I bought at the Weight Watchers place where I go every Saturday, and in that was a book called What to Eat Now. And there's a recipe in there that looked good, and I thought, I think I'm going to give this a try. And it's called Chinese chicken and edamame, how do you say that? Edamame salad. I guess that's those little soybean pods that are supposed to be really healthy for you. So we're going to make that today. And I got everything pre-cut up because this isn't Rachel Ray's kitchen, this is Brenda Williams' kitchen, and I don't have fancy lights or 2 or 3 cameras coming in close on me. So we're going to do our best. And I'm going to tell you the ingredients. And I'm doubling this recipe. I'm doubling this recipe and because it says it serves 2, and even though it's just me and your dad at home now, I always like to have leftovers, so when I come home for lunch during the day, there's something I can grab quickly out of the kitchen. So I'm doubling this recipe, and so I'm going to add 2 cups of chicken, a half of avocado, which my avocado was sort of, it was a little mushy, so hopefully it's all there. And then I got 3/4 cups times 2, so that's 1.5 cups cooked soybean pods, the edamame, and I got this in a bag. They're already shelled, and I got this at Meijer. I had a hard time finding already shelled ones, but by gosh, I wasn't going to shell them, but this was in the frozen section. 1 red bell pepper diced up. The chicken's diced up too, or actually the red bell pepper's diced, and the chicken is, I guess it's diced too. And then 2 to 3 tablespoons of cilantro, and it calls for fresh ginger, but I didn't have any. And you know those fresh ginger, they're really odd shaped things that you find in the produce aisle, and you use them every once in a great while, and I just didn't have any, so I'm going to use some ginger, ground ginger that I had in the cupboard, and hopefully it won't put me back too much. But you're going to mix it with a sauce, and the sauce will be orange juice, 4 tablespoons orange juice, 2 tablespoons lime juice, 2 tablespoons reduced soy sauce, or reduced sodium soy sauce, 2 teaspoons sesame seed oil, the dark Asian sesame oil. And we're going to get that all blended together, and we're going to start with the orange juice and the oil and the soy sauce and the ginger. So I'm going to do that right now. Let's see, the orange juice. 2 tablespoons, so I'm going to make that 4 tablespoons. 1, 2, I said 3. When you're on Weight Watchers, you really probably should be precise. I sometimes go a little extra. And that's not so bad if it's the veggies, but if it's the protein and oils and stuff, you want to be pretty precise on that. Then 2 tablespoons lime juice. I've got 1 left over here. I'll see if I can get a tablespoon out of that. Not quite. Oh yeah, there we go. It's coming out. That's 1. And I've got a new one I picked up today. I don't have fresh squeezed limes like you have fresh squeezed lemons in your backyard in California. Oh. I'm going to add the second tablespoon of lime juice now that we've got a hole poked in it. Whoop, did you see that? That squirted. Okay, now we're reading the instructions as we go. 2 tablespoons soy sauce, that's the reduced sodium. I hope this is good because it's going to make quite a bit. Me and Dad will have to eat it twice. And I can't have you over for lunch because you're in California, although you will be back in the area around Thanksgiving. And then I believe 2 teaspoons of the dark Asian sesame oil. And any ingredients I get, it better be at my local grocery store because I'm not going to go to crazy health food stores to make something. It's got to be practical. 2 teaspoons of that sesame oil. And it called for the fresh ground ginger. What it did. I'm back after Googling what's the equivalent if you're substituting fresh peeled and chopped ginger to ground ginger. It says 1 tablespoon of the fresh chopped equals 1 teaspoon of the ground ginger. So I need 2 teaspoons of ginger, and if I'm using ground, then I'm thinking I'm going to add 3/4 of a teaspoon. This is an estimation. We'll see how it tastes. I like ginger, and ginger is supposed to have some good health benefits for you too, so I've heard. So I think we've got all this is going to be the sauce that we're going to mix everything in. So it says whisk together the orange juice, lime juice, soy sauce oil, the oil, and ginger in a large bowl. We're going to do that. I'm going to whisk it together. Whisk, whisk. Whisk, whisk, whisk. And then it says add chicken. I'm going to add the chicken. Hope there's enough sauce to go around. Oh, it's probably just supposed to lightly coat it. Add the edamame. I'm sure I'm going to get some comments about I'm saying this wrong. And I'm going to sort of toss that before I go any further. And then we're going to be adding the bell pepper after that. I'm going to just sort of coat this first. Coat that first. I love red bell pepper and I love chicken. The edamame I've not sort of had too much of. It's supposed to be very good and healthy for you. So tossing that, and I'm a little worried about my avocado because it's a little soft. I wasn't sure. I've never really cooked with avocados before. I've bought them several times, and your dad always complains that I buy them and then they sit in the crisper and go bad and I never use them. But this one I just bought yesterday and it was a little soft.
It's because you dropped it.
Oh, Dad says I dropped it. Well, I didn't feel bad dropping it and then putting it back for someone else to buy. That wouldn't have been very nice. And then it says add the avocado and cilantro and toss again. Oh, cilantro. Now I did get the fresh cilantro. That tastes, that smells so good. Okay, let me get this. I probably could have used a bigger bowl since I doubled the recipe, but it looks good. And I think we have a little white wine we're going to be having with it. And even though Dad doesn't go to Weight Watchers with me, he will eat the recipes that I make. So that's on the positive side. So, and I suppose after you're done tossing it and get it all really coated really nicely, you could chill it longer, but I had all my ingredients chilled already. So I'm thinking it's ready to go. So, you want to take a look? I think that looks pretty good. So 1 serving, I believe, is 1 1/4 cup. 1 1/4 cup of this is 6 Weight Watchers points. Now the white wine, that's going to cost me 4. So my meal will be 10 points. Not too bad. Emily, this is from me to you, from Illinois to Fresno, California. It's your turn, baby girl. I love you.